Hey there guys, thanks for tuning in again. Redtail right here. So, probably like a lot of you, I neglected my grill just a little bit. Grates are still fine, and we just used it because the one burner is still working, but what's been going on is what happened even with the grill cover, water has gotten in and rusted the bottom catch tray as well as rusted through these carryover tubes. So this one's rusted off on the one side and barely hanging on this side. This side has already fell off when I was cleaning the grill this spring. Found it down here. So this is the only burner that works right now, and that's good because that's the one with the igniter. But a 4-burner charbroil grill, or no, not charbroil, sorry. Brinkmann. Couldn't find the serial number, can't find the plate. And looking on Brinkmann's website and grillparts.com and blah blah blah, parts are really expensive. These little carryover tubes are anywhere from $9 to $13 each. And then I wanted to get some of the heat shields because heat shields are pretty rusty and kind of getting out of shape. So went to Home Depot and they have some universal stuff, and it's literally universal. Adjustable. They say it's porcelain coated for easy cleanup. We'll see how that works between these and these. Got 4 of those for 4 heat shields. But the main reason I went there, Menards didn't have anything, and I didn't get down to Lowe's or Fleet Farm. But they have these guys, which are crossover channels, universal crossover channels and adjustable. So we'll see how this whole install goes. First problem I'm already running into is obviously with the rust, I can't get these screws and nuts out of the bottom. So this will be fun. Yuck. Get the metal shavings out of here because it's a windy day or whatever. I don't want metal shavings flying into our food. A mess of parts down there, garbage now. just because this is something I always do is I always, when I take parts out, like these the fuel tubes, they could be, and you never know, oriented a certain way when you take them out. So I always, when I pull something out, I set it down on the ground exactly like I pulled it out. And so that way I know that those tubes and those openings and stuff that are already set, everything's going the right way when I set it back in. Just a little, you know, friendly tip. And you can tell on these two that the holes are a little bit offset. So they're definitely supposed to go in a certain way. But just keep that in mind, keep that kind of stuff in mind when tearing apart stuff that you don't do every day. Right, so like, this is all the parts I'm using. Obviously rubber gloves for the really, really dirty stuff. Drill bits, screwdriver, a couple different attachments for the drill, little vice grip, channel lock, whatever you call those. And so I got the 3 universal crossover channels, and then I've got 4 small heat tents, or heat disbursement triangle tent canopy things, blah blah blah, whatever. So we'll see what's in here. So we've got a bag of pretty decent looking hardware, actually. Looks like we got 4 and 2. So there is, alright, there is directions. Yay! Oh, crap, those are folded tight. Universal crossover channel. There you go, from literally Universal Parts. We'll see if this works. Work smarter, not harder, right? Alright, so now I got all 3 of these kind of fit loosely, and now I'm going to do some test fitting in the grill and make sure that they're all going to fit up right. Just based on these, they look like they're pretty close. I mean, fairly close. The holes line up, and we still got plenty of hardware. Alright, so let's see how this works. Alright, so we got stuck. You can kind of see this is how they're going to be laid in there. These are the old ones. So there's going to be the lip, and that's on the downside. And this is how they'll fit into place. Now, for the fun part of attaching hardware and tightening stuff down. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm going this way, and I'm starting one side, I'm working my way to the other, so I can adjust these to the full length and still line up with the holes. I don't want them too loose, and I think with these flared ends going right into the gas tubes, it'll work a lot better than just trying to make them all the same size and fit it in. I'm actually tightening them up this way as I go, kind of like the way you tighten lug nuts in a star wheel pattern, making sure that they go the right direction and tighten. Obviously correctly. I don't have the heat shields put in, but it's time for a test. Now that the test fitting's all done and everything's all nice and tight, what I want to do is hook up the propane again and make sure that we have ignition, and then I can get these other burners to light, because that's what happened when this fell off and this rusted off. These burners were no longer working. I only had the one burner on this side. So, moment of truth. Well, turn on the propane would help. Alright, so there's one. That's the one that I had before, so we know the burner still works. Now, let's see if we can get these tubes to work. Yes! Not all the way down yet, there we go. And the top is open, the heat shields aren't on, and it's a little bit breezy today. Turn on number 3. Yes! And number 4. Yes! We have a repaired grill. Oh, isn't that a sweet sound? Alright, so it works. So the next step is going to be these, heat shields. Zoom in here. These heat shields are sliding. They slide back and forth. I'm with 2 little wing nut screws, and I got 4 of them because it's a 4-burner grill. And the only reason I got these are a little bit more expensive, I think at about $9.95 a piece at Home Depot, is because these are pretty crummy looking. And for ease of cleaning, and I don't really want, you know, rust and stuff on the food, and it's not really gonna happen. I wouldn't really care that much, but just to clean up the grill, I'm not the only one who uses it. So, this is what they look like, and they look very nice compared to the old ones. I am slightly concerned about the extra heat getting out of these little gaps. You know, it's not a solid shield, and there's a gap on this side too. But I always had more heat in the rear of the grill, so I'm going to orient them this way. And I got them all to size, and all I got to do is flip them over and tighten the little wing nuts. And I'm not even going to use the screwdriver to do it because they seem to clamp on pretty good with the coating that's on there. Some supposed porcelain coating, but we'll see. I think what else I might do is one of the recommendations from one of the grill guys I follow is to keep these clean, to keep everything clean, is to oil up your grill grates as well as your heat shields here, just to make it, you know, the food fall off, so you don't get that food stuck on there and then starting on fire, and then you got a grill fire, and that's not good, and that's not safe. So the grill works, it's all put back together. Just got to put the grates back on. I can do that here right now. I should have left the gloves on for this. The grates actually are ceramic coated or a porcelain grate as well, so the grates actually have held up a lot better than those internal rusty pieces. But there you go. There's a reassembled, fully functioning Brinkmann grill. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.